Hey, what's up, everybody? Ken Colwood here, checking in from overseas in sunny southern Spain. Just wanted to check in with my Entre peeps in the group to let them know about something very cool that we just developed. Now, I was in the middle of working on this new 48-hour funnel, and we'll get to that in another video and why that's so cool and why you should definitely be implementing these in your business. But we had a little bit of an issue, and that was with the current timer. Now, everybody's probably familiar with the way that these work, and that is that you pick a date and you can go ahead and say that you wanted to count down to a specific time on that date. And then from there, the system will do the rest and it'll calculate it. So basically, right now, we are looking at the 7th of November at midnight, let's say. And that is currently for me about 14 hours, 35 minutes, and 5 seconds away. Now, that's all fine and good when you're running an event that has a specific date and when you're doing something that you know exactly when you want people to take action by. But it's not very helpful when you want to set up something that's a little bit more evergreen. Now, without a doubt, HQ is working on this, and I'm sure that in 2020 or 2021, they'll probably release a new timer that gives us the ability to do some evergreen stuff. But until then, we decided that we needed and wanted a solution that we could use today. So what we came up with was another shortcode. And what that means, that's very good news for you, is that it is absolutely free for you to use. And it's very simple shortcode. You can see here that what we have is a shortcode called timer, right? So don't pay attention to any of these rotate images, header text, or any of that stuff. That's our CSS, and you'll see what that does on the next screen. And you can see that these images are just normal right here, and that this text is normal. You'll see what that does when I show you the actual live page. But just pay attention to line number 3 here. So all it is timer, and then we say what type of timer it is. And we're going to take a look at the every quarter hour timer right now. And this display equals yes. I'll explain what that is a little bit later. So right now, as it stands, we are looking at, for me, it's 4:26 in the afternoon, East Coast 10:26, London 3:26. So basically, what that means is that on the every quarter hour timer, this will automatically calculate the next quarter hour. And in this case, it should be somewhere in the 3 minutes and something seconds, maybe 2 minutes and something seconds by the time I get to the page. So let's take a look at the page here. And in fact, it is 3 minutes and 15 seconds at this point until that quarter hour comes up. And you can see here what that CSS did. It rotated the images and put the drop shadow here. So that's cool. We can have this be evergreen, right? So you can have a countdown that's set up. So let's say that you're running an automated webinar and you want the countdown timer to show every 15 minutes and you want it to be evergreen and that's it. So in this particular case, this timer type, no matter when the person refreshes, it's always going to calculate the next quarter hour. But what if you want specific times? Well, we just made a little bit of an adjustment here. And with this type, you can do things like, let's say that I want it to be 4 minutes, right? We can do min or minutes. Go ahead and save that. Click publish. Come here and refresh the page, right? And you can see that it switched over to 4 minutes. And you can also see that we did something else cool, right? If there's no reason to have the other digits, right, the days and the hours and things like that, we just removed them, right? It makes it much cleaner. There's no reason to have a bunch of zeros in there unless you want them to be there. And in which case we can do a setting where you can keep those in. But you can see that this is a 4-minute timer that will just, every time you refresh, it will count down from 4 minutes. All right. You can do the same thing with seconds. All right. Let's say that we want it to be a 90-second timer, which is a minute and a half, but let's do it anyway. Well, let's say 55 seconds or 56 seconds. All right. All right. 55 seconds was on the clock. And you'll see that in this case, because I have the display yes there on the seconds, it does force the other digits. If I go ahead and do display no, it removes all the other digits and it just counts the second. Come here and, same thing by hours, 48 hours. All right. Now, of course, this is going to fill up all of it, so it doesn't matter what you put here in display yes or display no. Refresh the page one last time. And you can see that it's now counting down from 48 hours. That's it, guys. Just wanted to introduce this new absolutely 100% free shortcode that you can use to create some evergreen timers for your landing pages. And I'm sure that one of the questions we're going to get is, oh, well, but can you shift this timer and have it be consistent on the next page and the page after that? Well, yeah, you can. But that's a video for another day. If you have any other questions or any comments, or if you'd like to know a little bit more about this, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below or reach out to me directly. I answer every message, and I look forward to seeing what you build with this brand new shortcode.